Okay, this video is about meeting your spirit team and your spirit guides. So let's start off with what is a spirit guide. It's an aspect of a multidimensional you, or it's part of your soul group, and there's karmic ties, or maybe you would be their guide in a different, so it's simultaneous dimension at the same time, parallel. So it's working within the soul group. It's working with ascended masters sometimes angels, sometimes past over relatives, mostly multidimensional aspects of yourself, which I'm sure a psychologist would say is personifying aspects of yourself. Different ways of looking at it, but when we do this mediumship work, other mediums see the same guide continuously. It's there. Let's meet them. Let's meet our guides. So the best way that I found to meet my guide was to ask for physical confirmation. So you could start off by going into your own guided meditation, choosing a beautiful place in nature or somewhere that feels really lovely. Create like an astral type of etheric area with crystals or unicorns or something, a beach, something that feels beautiful that only you've created. And then using the intention, you ask your main healing guide or the main spirit guide to come forward. Now, the important aspect here is if you start creating it in your imagination, which imagination is part of it, but in general, a guide will just appear fully. And if you start saying, oh, I see, maybe it has maybe the guide is Arabian. No, wait, it's this. No, it's this. Then you're telling a story. And that's a good way to get the juices flowing. And you can still go to that place and have conversations and enjoy that guided journey. But when a guide pitches up, it's often just out of nowhere. And you get like, wow, okay. You get this, like, I didn't expect to see that, or an unusual looking guide, or how particularly normal, or a trench coat. You're not going to, you might expect to see a cosmic guide, but you land up seeing, I don't know, a fat Frenchman from the 1700s. You must just be open. Perhaps it's an animal. Be open. And from there, I would suggest that you regularly go to that space and have conversation with that guide, and just share energy, get a relationship going. You will also need to clarify before you start the meditation that it is a clear space and that you're fully protected. And that would be connecting to crown, connecting into the heart, grounding, sealing your energy in a sphere of golden light, and setting the intention that only of the highest light can come in, so that you've already protected the space. And when you're in your guided meditation, only beings of the highest light will be welcome. And you can even ask your guide, are you of the purest Christed light there is? How do we relate to each other? Have we had lifetimes together? Where are you from? What's your name? Perhaps you just see glimpses. I started off just seeing eyes. And then as I started working more with the healing, I saw the whole cosmic body. And then as I was starting the video saying, when you've got a little bit of rapport, ask them to physically make themselves known to you. For me, I received like a poke on my cheek. Other people have a feeling of a hand on their shoulder, perhaps wings around you. So ask for somewhere on your body that they can make touch with you while you're in a meditative state, so that you can physically feel the touch. And that's quite exciting. It makes it much more tangible sometimes, just to know it's really happening. It's always nice if you have friends who are also very psychic, you can pick it up, or perhaps you go to a healer who confirms, or a psychic. So that's how it all begins. It's intention, it's saying yes, it's being open, and it's like starting a relationship with a best friend. You'll look into your guide's eyes and you will see the love and the kindness, and you'll feel like a color ray around them. Some come in gold, some come in blue. And it's a beginning of a beautiful thing. Some guides are more focused on healing, some give information or wisdom. Others just create like a strength, like a warrior energy to help you move forward. It's whatever is needed. That particular guide within your spirit team will come forward for this point in your life. And you can ask, what gifts do you bring me? Or what's the lessons? How can I learn from you? Yeah. So yeah, let me know if you give that a try and what your experiences are around it. And yeah, comment below. I'd love to hear. I'd love to hear what your guide looks like. I'd love to hear how it's developing. And yeah, it's fascinating. Sometimes, if they're earthly guides and you get enough information, with the power of Google, you can even see when they lived. And it's a very interesting exercise. Perhaps even in that space, you might start seeing aspects of other lifetimes you've been in that are coming through as guides. Very exciting. All right, everybody, have a beautiful day and thanks so much for listening.